guys have seen today, as well as working with Mannheim. So if you guys want to just give a few little words about this.
Well, first of all, sorry the tree is so loud.
Yeah, it is really loud. I didn't think about that.
It'll stop after about 6 more minutes, but it's on a program. Sorry. Where do you want us to start, Lindsay? Where should we start?
Does anybody else like this?
Maybe the best thing, you probably know, this is our 10th year together. And Amy and I have been working on the parade together here in Universal Orlando for 10 years. 10 years.
No, it's been, I would say, an amazing collaboration.
Yeah.
It's been amazing years of bringing this magical parade from New York down to Orlando for people to see every day for the month of December. Our partners at Universal have been integral to bring this to life. And 10 years, I think it's just the beginning, I hope.
Yeah, it is just the beginning, and it's been a great collaboration. You know, 10 years ago we started with the idea of, wouldn't it be great if? And what the Macy's Parade is to New York City and that great tradition. And we bring that to life. I guess here at Universal Orlando, make this the only other place that people can experience the Macy's Parade other than New York City. And our partners at Macy's really jumped into that collaboration with us. And with their knowledge and expertise of what the parade is and what it means, and the great history and kind of the heart of it, bringing it here to University of Orlando, and how it's grown over 10 years. What you saw today is the biggest parade we've ever done. And it's only bigger.
And you know, when you produce a parade in New York, the single biggest entertainment special all year long, aside from the Super Bowl, it's a shame just to have it for one day. So what's better than doing it every day? I'm glad I don't have to do it every day. But for me, one day is enough. But doing it every day brings the joy and the magic of the parade here at the Universal, where people are already happy and excited. It just adds to the excitement that people are experiencing every day. And every year challenges the team to add newness. This year with the biggest parade, we've got that. We've got a new interactive window that we've never had before, where you can take a picture and send it right to your Facebook. You'll have a keepsake forever, as long as Facebook is around, which we know will be forever. But this is an extraordinary day for us. We're very pleased.
It's great. And the 10th anniversary is a great kind of milestone for us. It's just, our partnership and collaboration is going to keep going forward with Macy's. We're thrilled about it. And we're thrilled to bring it on. I hope you saw the reaction from the crowd. It's a big day when we open the parade. And like Amy says, we're going to run it now for, 30 days. It's exciting. And people in Orlando and Central Florida and even outer Florida come to see it. They know it's a tradition now. It's become a family tradition for our guests.
Even with the addition of Mannheim Steamroller, Mannheim has been in our parade for the past 2 years. They're going to be here straight through the end of the month, performing every weekend. So there's just so much that we can go together and continue this. Anybody have questions? Girls staring at us. You've got to have a question.
And the tree
Come
keeps
on.
playing loud.
For Thanksgiving week, to me, Thanksgiving week is one day. One day from, the previous Saturday straight through to the following Friday. You get to take a nap. A nap. There's a 2-hour between Wednesday and Thursday. There is a 2-hour nap and a shower. Yeah, you don't want to smell during the parade. Yeah. No, we definitely. It's an all-volunteer parade, and everybody tries to keep up their energy. And truly, when you get out on the street and you've got 3 million people cheering for you, it's very, very hard to be tired.
Do you start planning for next year when?
We are planning for 2026, if you can believe it. That'll be it'll be the 100th anniversary of Macy's Parade, and we've got an eye on next year as well as 15 years from now. But this will be 20. Justin Bieber will have. Well, I won't say what I will say. Yes, Justin Bieber may be in fact 40 by then. Me too, actually. Yeah. No, but this parade will endure as well as the parade in New York, and we're very excited about that.
Is the local parade staff volunteers as well?
No, the local parade staff here in Orlando, it's kind of an interesting collaboration because we have Universal Orlando employees that work on the parade from a design collaboration with Macy's in New York, and then we build and manufacture certain elements here, certain manufactured elements in New York. Then we have an operational staff that runs the parade here, but then we also involve park guests. A lot of the people you saw handling the balloons in the parade tonight were actually guests from the park. And they're able to volunteer, so they get that experience of being able to handle and carry a balloon. That's unique. I mean, you can't ever do that. And so,
As well as be in the parade itself.
As well as being the parade itself. So it's kind of a unique mix of a lot of different people participating for it.
And how do you decide what to bring to Universal from the actual Macy's parade?
Kind of close your eyes. Well, the biggest challenge that we have is that the streets in New York City are so incredibly wide, and our floats and balloons could be, 40 feet wide and 80 feet tall. Here, although it seems big, these streets are quite narrow. So size is a constraint, but entertainment value, I think, is equal. And because everything's smaller, it all appears equally as big. And this is a magnificent recreation of our storefront. It really is. This is an iconic part of the Macy's store in New York, and you really couldn't tell the difference except for the size of it. And you?
You were here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that a fun show?
That show's a blast. That we have a lot of fun with Grinch. And as Amy mentioned, that's also the score for that show is written by Mannheim Steamroller. And produced by them. They released a CD a few years ago on that show. They'll be in concert tonight. They've been in the Macy's parade now. And so now we have this unique collaboration musically with Mannheim Steamroller. It's also really cool, and it's going to be a unique part of our Christmas event. So Macy's, Universal, Mannheim, we all tie together. And we're all good friends, too. It's fun working together. Makes it a lot more fun. So I'm glad you got to see Grinch. That's kind of near and dear to our hearts with the Seuss estate as well.
And how did you decide? I noticed there's elements of the Dr. Seuss book and also elements of the movie. So how did you kind of decide how to put that together into kind of a melding with best of everything?
Well, it was an interesting creative process in writing that show, because when we wanted to really do the retelling of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, it was a little bit of going by the book, I guess, for lack of a better word. We had the book, which is a beautifully written story, but then there were really a couple of really popular musical numbers that were from either the film, and so we couldn't ignore those because they were just so iconic. And so when we collaborated with the Seuss estate and how we were going to tell the story, it had to be a musical as well. And they were very good with us in allowing us to recreate some of the songs that were obviously not part of the story originally. Because some of the Burl Ives, they're kind of that classic kind of sound, so I don't know if conglomeration is the right word, but collaboration is the right word, where they allowed us to mix both. And so we did. And it worked great. At the end of the day, it worked out perfect because people hear the Faith Hill sound, they hear the classic sounds they've known on TV for decades now, and it works perfectly. And you'll hear it tonight in the concert as well. We do Mannheim Steamroller perform some of the songs from the show with some of our live singers from the cast.
So is it easier to produce it in a soundstage now?
I'm sorry?
Is it easier to produce
being inside the soundstage, absolutely. We have complete theatrical control inside the soundstage, lighting, audio, video, environmental control. We're able to make it cold, even though we had a little bit of issues today with some air conditioning. Yeah, it's perfect inside now. It's our second year inside the soundstage. We absolutely love it. It's great.
Is it the same cast in every single show of Grinchmas?
No, actually there are 4 Grinchmas casts because of the numbers of shows we do.
Well, that's what I was thinking. It must be tiring if you were in every single one.
7 days a week with the numbers of shows that we perform, there are 4 casts. But they're all, just incredible talent.
And will they alternate out who gets to perform with Mannheim? And is that something they really want to do? I would think.
Yeah, performing with Mannheim is kind of the one they really want. Right. So the cast you'll see tonight, in fact, the cast you'll see tonight performing at Mannheim is not actually performing in the soundstage show this year.
Oh, okay.
They're just doing this show tonight. So because it's just the concert show.
Right.
So, they'll be doing that for the 6-show run, and then we'll have the soundstage cast performing the rest of the time.
Any other questions? Or anything else?
No, I had a correction though. I just dawned on my. My brain was operating too fast. When I said my history wasn't right, when I mentioned the original soundtrack for The Grinch, was when I mentioned Burl Ives. It was Thurl Ravenscroft that did the original soundtrack. Thurl Ravenscroft. There's a bit of trivia for you. From Entertainment Brain. So scratch the Burl Ives comment. It's Thurl Ravenscroft. Not that anyone would use that.
I don't know if anyone could correct you. I wouldn't know.
But it would know, but someone would know if it was in print somewhere.
Yeah.
And fans of another theme park, certain attraction might know Thurl Ravenscroft.
Yeah,
very
Thurl
well.
Ravenscroft, that's true. Someone else would know. That's who was the original on The Grinch.
One that I might have on my.
Who sang You're the Mean One, Mr.
Now we
Grinch.
have a
Yeah.
picture in the parade.
All right. Well, thank you again for coming
Sure,
out.
absolutely.
And we're going to head over and see Mannheim next.